so after a long time waiting, it was a few months since the last video, and we're finally working on the Miata again. It's already, winter is over, it's springtime, and we have to get this car ready for the season. And there's going to be a ton of changes happening to the car, but today is going to be mainly just tearing it apart pretty much. Most of the suspension, or all of the suspension, that's not going to be today because we do have to get some more engine mounts, so we can take all the suspension parts off. So now it's going to be basically the easiest part, which is tearing it apart. As I said, apart from the suspension though, there's going to be still a ton of work all around the car, including body work. It did come from the body shop right now, or from a guy that welded up the rusty spots. I told him to not put any Bondo or anything. I want to do that myself, which also resulted in an easier and cheaper job from him, which is nice. So a paint job is coming, maybe a body kit, but no, I don't want to spoil that quite yet. And yep, let's head right on into it. So let's start by taking off the wheels. Alright, so let's just have a look on how the car looks after my winter fun. So, I don't know if you can see it, but rust is starting to eat away, but it's mostly really surface rust, so I'm not too worried about that because we are taking care of it right now. Other than that, yeah, the coat we sprayed on these edges got peeled off, which I kind of expected, but that's gonna get painted with some proper protection as well. Yeah, not too bad actually. Expected it a little bit worse, but it's pretty okay. So let's get to it. And yes, we have only manual tools. We do not have what the fuck you call it? Impact gun. That, yeah, we still haven't ordered one, so at least we have a good workout. Alright, so it's day 2. We have done way less work than I thought we would on the car. So this is all we took apart in the afternoon, and I was certain we would have the entire thing taken apart. We did not take the coilovers out yet because I was too lazy to put the car down and unscrew the 3 bolts holding it up there. So we still have this here, but I'm gonna take it off soon enough. Also, I was thinking that I might change these, at least the hose from the caliper, maybe the e-brake wires and everything, because the e-brake was acting up a lot and it does not work right now. So yeah, also the ABS sensors, my ABS stopped working throughout winter, so maybe there's something wrong with them. I kind of never was in a situation when I needed the ABS, and most early models didn't even have it, so there's that. But I do want to have everything clean and like new. I want to look from under the car when it's all done and see all the new bushings, just like everything. I want everything to be nice and shiny and just good looking, right? And I also need to stop yapping and start fucking working on the car, because yeah, not much is being done in my opinion, and we do have limited time to get this finished. because in about 2 weeks time this car should already have already be painted with all the undercarriage ready, just ready to go get maybe like an alignment or something. So yeah. I also have to point out and add that yes, we did order an impact gun because it is getting very tiring and annoying loosening everything up with the ratchet and the breaker bar and everything like that. But the impact gun is not going to be here for the next few days, so didn't really make a difference because it's going to be all already unscrewed and untightened by then. So hopefully. I fucking hate plastic screws, bro. Which retard thought it was a good idea to put plastic screws somewhere? Fuck this. Oh, stop it, boy.
Dit doet
Sorry,
het
Dan.
niet.
Ja. Hallo. Bro, musisz się zadać do swój czas, to no, pojď tam.
Ne můžu.
Tam pojď.
Kam?
Na ten kurva nejhadr. Vlevo. Alright, so end of day 3. He thinks he's funny. End of day 3, we have the steering out, we have all the arms out and everything. All that's left from the undercarriage is the front subframe, which we do have to mount the engine up here somehow so it doesn't fall, of course, so we cannot take that off just yet. But other than that, this is how the car looks now, day 3. And my taxi arrived, but... Sir?
I don't have time for this.
Sir, take me home, please.
No, wait. Oh,
Sir,
I spot.
Sir, take me home.
I spot.
I wanna go home.
I don't have time for this, idiot.
Alright, day 4. So one rusty screw is preventing me from finishing the taking off the bumper job. So I'm just gonna take off the lights and wait for Jakub to come with some sort of saw so we can cut the bolt off. Thomas, what are you doing?
This is art, and this is the artist.
What the Uni.
Oliver, my little penis.
What the fuck? Pískoviště, bro. Alright, so it's about midnight. We have the engine in the air and the bottom subframe is finally out. Literally everything that we're going to go and get powder coated and everything is right here, and the front suspension without the subframe is over there. So that's all gonna get powder coated. We do have to burn out all the rubber bushings that are in the arms and everything, because I do have pulley bushings ready. So we have to do that tomorrow, and yeah, a lot of work was done and a lot of whatever this is by the boys. And I don't know why my license plate is there, but hey, whatever. It's it's a it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I think I might have underestimated how much work it's gonna be. But I think it's gonna be worth it when we're done. But that's still far out. Alright, so the subframe and all the arms and everything I wanted to send to powder coating is sent to powder coating. All the bolts went to zinking, or all the usable bolts went to get a zinc layer. And meanwhile, I'm going to paint the stabilization kind of thing between the differential and the gearbox. I don't know what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. This thing right here. Yeah, so let's get to it. Alright, first layer done. Then we're gonna do the second one, and I'm gonna leave it as it is. Looks pretty good in my opinion.
Na střechu bude se na to krásně koukat.
Alright, so the diff is nice and painted. It looks really nice. I don't know how long it's gonna last, probably not much, because it wasn't properly sanded down and whatnot, because it's just too much of a pain in the ass with these rails in here and everything. But yeah, whatever, it looks nice right now. It's gonna look nice when I put the poly bushings in. I also painted the heat shields from the where the exhaust sits in some engine spray, so it heat resistant. It's into up to like 800 degrees Celsius or something, and I left the back like this because I really don't care about that, so it just looks good. All that matters. For the pulley bushings that sit in the diff housing, there's this crevice, or whatever you call it, where this little mount sits. But since this is a poly bushing, we don't need these rubber fuckers over here. So I'm just gonna take all this rubber off these holders, or these bushings, or whatever you call them, and I'm gonna strip them down, wire brush it, and I'm gonna paint these up, make them look somewhat new. And after that is done, we will put the poly bushings in, and I will get to cleaning my coilovers, which are very, very dirty, nasty, and I don't want them all scuffed up, scratched up, and getting corroded day by day. So that's gonna be mission number 2. Alright, so the mounts for the diff are nicely dried up. They aren't perfect, they do have the structure because of the corrosion and everything, so they're not the cleanest, but at least they're nice and shiny and all in one color, not rusted out, which I do like. So those are going to go right into these poly bushings right in there and sit nicely flush when it's all tightened in. So yeah, that's that. So here you can see the contrast between cleaned and not clean coilovers. These are from the winter. I think they're all rusty, which the rust did show up, and I couldn't get rid of it because the rubber coating that's on these springs just got scratched up and it rusted out. So that can get taken care of later. Probably not, because I will be lazy enough to do it. But yeah, whatever, that's that. And you can see how dirty and nasty these are, full of all sand and probably some salt and everything. So yeah, and there's the front coilover. We will see how clean it will get. That will determine if I'm gonna paint it or just leave it as it is, but clean. This is the best I can do for now. It's semi-clean. I still have some spots here and there, but this is, I don't know if I want to fuck around with it anymore. It's kind of clean already. There's, yeah, still some spots that I couldn't get it too really good or something like that, but I don't really care. It's gonna get dirty anyways, and I'm going to be changing the gearbox sometimes in the future, so I don't want to take too much of my time, energy, and money, because that's a lot of brake cleaners I had to use to clean this fuck. So yeah, job done. This is how our drive shaft looks. Almost brand new. Looks gorgeous. So stoked how this looks. Really can't wait to see it all on the car. How pretty it's gonna look. It's gonna sharpen up. It's gonna focus. There you go. I kind of like this construction I got going on. Spray paint construction looks pretty funny. Now that the gearbox is cleaned, the drive shaft is drying, I'm going to head on the big guns, which is the car itself. There's a few stuff we need to get taken care of, and which is some rust over here. So I'm gonna scrape all the rusty spots I can find. The way I look at, I said I brought it from the body shop and from the welding guy, but look how fucking shit of a job he did. Like, there's literally a gap with rusted out metal right here. Why? Like, I understand it was really fucking cheap, but that's... come on, man. Well, that's not ideal. I don't know, man. That's kind of fucked. So a bunch of new parts came in for the Miata. All of these parts are boring. It's just brakes, brake stuff, wheel stuff, steering stuff, all the boring shit that's not going to be visible. Just so it's new and nice and functional, and I don't have to take care of it anymore in the future. I think I have some ABS sensors, I have handbrake cables, all these good stuff that are under the car that needed to change are here. Awesome, cost me a bunch, but yeah, at least it's gonna be nice and shiny. The garage is a mess. The car is a mess. I am a mess. I'm already tired, and we are not even halfway there to finishing the car for this season. It's already April. Time is ticking. The season is running out, but today it looks like it's nice weather. But it's really cold, and it's gonna be cold for the next few days, so at least I'm not gonna be sad that the weather outside is nice when the car is in this state. So yeah. So now I am going to be attempting to somewhat rebuild, sort of, just pretty much clean up and change change some parts on this steering rack. It's pretty nasty. It looks ugly, but I think it's going to be in a fairly good shape. It doesn't leak anywhere, as far as I am concerned. It did not leak when it was in the car. All I want to do is just refresh it, make it look pretty much new. So I will be exchanging the dust covers, the rods, and the ball joints. Let's get to it. would say that it's pretty close to how it was before, but hey, we're gonna get an alignment anyway, so I am not too worried about it. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the pretty much half rebuilt, I would say, steering rack. All the nice and shiny new parts, new dust covers that are not ripped apart, fresh rubber, kind of clean it up. It's not perfect. If I can show it up, there we go. It's not perfect, it's not perfectly clean, but hey, it's just so it doesn't look really nasty how it did. Calm state of mind that my steering is not ripped apart and screwed up. Sadly, I did turn off the camera when it happened, but I have managed to take out a Miata tombstone without fucking cracking it. All still in one piece. I think this is my proudest moment in my life. This is the factory cruise control, and I do not need it anymore because it did not work at all, and it's pretty ugly. It looks like a cheap wannabe turbo thing, a giant horn, whatever you want to call it, and it's pretty much useless in the engine bay. So, engine bay cleaner, and it's gonna go in the trash. Let's go, engine out. Woo!
I don't know why he's doing it the hard way when we have a fucking motor lift, but I think he just wanted to try lift an engine with a forklift. Jacob, are you forklift certified?
Okay, so the engine is out. It's weird seeing the engine out. This is my first time the engine is out of this car, at least in my ownership. It's very empty under here. Very empty. There's not much left, only the electronics and everything. Jacob right here is doing a construction thing so we can get the chassis bolted on, moving around without its subframes and wheels on, so it's easier to sand down, paint and whatnot. Also, he does need the lift empty in a few days, so we can get the car out for some time. Oh fuck! So this is how the car looks now. It's basically almost fully stripped. The only things that are left is the dashboard, doors, and some electrical stuff. Other than that, it's pretty much a bare shell. I think now is when the real work on this car really begins.